Hi, passionate Rangers FC fans. Welcome to Rangers Update, your dedicated source for all things Rangers. Before we dive in, we want to express our gratitude for your unwavering support. If you bleed blue, don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and let's strengthen our community. Now, let's get into the latest updates. A hearty welcome to our new followers. Your backing means the world to us. Let's get to the news. Kevin Nisbet has sent shockwaves rippling through Scottish football as whispers of his departure from Aberdeen began circulating late into the night, leaving fans and pundits alike questioning the stability and future of the club. Rumours of behind-the-scenes tensions have been swirling for months, but few could have predicted that the prolific striker would make such a dramatic move, one that is now allegedly taking him straight into the heart of Rangers' attack. Sources close to the situation have hinted at disagreements over playing style, contractual nuances, and long-term ambitions, painting a picture of a player determined to carve out his own destiny away from the Granite City. The atmosphere in Aberdeen has reportedly become tense, with locker room dynamics strained and murmurs of discontent permeating training grounds. Some insiders suggest that Nisbet's hunger for a platform capable of challenging for the highest honours in Scottish football played a pivotal role in this decision, while others speculate that financial incentives and career progression were equally persuasive. Amidst this swirl of speculation, fans have taken to social media in droves, offering divided opinions, celebrating the prospect of Nisbet flourishing at Rangers while mourning the imminent loss of one of their most dynamic forwards, creating a perfect storm of chatter and anticipation. The Rangers camp, for its part, is said to be cautiously jubilant, navigating the delicate balance between public excitement and internal strategic planning. Those familiar with the corridors of Ibrox claim that the club has been quietly monitoring Nisbet for some time, observing his performances, his adaptability, and his uncanny ability to find space in crowded penalty areas. Rumours suggest that multiple rounds of discreet negotiations have taken place, with key figures within Rangers' hierarchy working tirelessly to secure a deal without igniting unnecessary controversy. Behind closed doors, conversations about tactical fit, leadership qualities, and team chemistry are reportedly intense, with coaches envisioning how Nisbet's unique skill set might complement existing forwards while adding an extra layer of unpredictability to the side's attacking arsenal. Meanwhile, the fan base has not remained silent. Online forums, fan groups, and sports podcasts have erupted with speculation, analysis, and anticipatory excitement, each platform amplifying the buzz around this anticipated transfer. The narrative being spun is not merely about a change of jersey, but rather a potential reshaping of power dynamics within the Scottish Premiership, with Rangers signalling their intent to assert dominance in the league by bringing in a striker whose energy, work ethic, and finishing prowess could very well turn critical matches in their favour. Talk of Nisbet's potential debut has also ignited a cascade of conjecture, with supporters and analysts alike predicting scenarios, formations, and partnerships that could emerge once he officially dons the Rangers blue. The player's historical performances, marked by relentless pressing, clever movement, and clinical finishing, have become a focal point for debate as fans weigh the possible implications for Rangers' current forward line and overall team cohesion. Observers suggest that his arrival might influence not only starting lineups, but also substitution patterns, set-piece strategies, and even managerial decision-making during high-stakes fixtures. Some insiders hint that Rangers' front office sees Nisbet as more than just a goal scorer. He is allegedly envisioned as a cultural addition, a player who embodies tenacity, ambition, and the hunger to elevate the squad's collective mentality. Meanwhile, Aberdeen supporters are said to be grappling with mixed emotions caught between admiration for their former star and frustration at a perceived betrayal, a dynamic that could linger well into the season. Rumors of fan demonstrations, symbolic gestures, and vocal expressions of both support and discontent continue to swirl, feeding the narrative of a transfer that is as much about emotion and identity as it is about tactical gain. Amid the rumored discussions and public speculation, sources close to Kevin Nisbet claim that the player himself has been meticulously weighing his options, considering both short-term impact and long-term career trajectory. The allure of Rangers, with their rich history, passionate fan base, and consistent presence in high-profile competitions, is said to have tipped the scales despite lingering loyalties to his previous club. Reports suggest that conversations about playing time, leadership opportunities, and alignment with the manager's philosophy have dominated private meetings, while personal ambition and the desire to perform on bigger stages have reportedly remained at the forefront of Nisbet's decision-making process. Industry insiders speculate that his agent has played a critical role, meticulously negotiating terms that ensure both financial security and career development, highlighting how modern football deals transcend the pitch and delve deep into lifestyle and legacy considerations. As the story unfolds, murmurs of last-minute clauses, performance incentives, and image rights have begun circulating, adding layers of intrigue and complexity to an already captivating saga. Meanwhile, pundits continue to dissect the potential implications, debating whether Nisbet's move will inspire a shift in tactical trends across the league or merely reflect the ambitions of a single club determined to assert itself with audacious signings. The psychological impact of this transfer on both Aberdeen and Rangers is reportedly under intense scrutiny behind closed doors, with coaching staff, sports psychologists, and club executives all speculated to be evaluating morale, team cohesion, and adaptation strategies. Rumors suggest that Rangers' locker room has been primed for Nisbet's arrival, with senior players allegedly mentoring and preparing to integrate him seamlessly, while Aberdeen faces the challenge of rebuilding confidence and finding tactical replacements capable of offsetting the void left by their departing striker. Insider chatter points to late-night strategy sessions, discussions over matchday rotations, and exhaustive scouting of potential backup options as evidence of how seriously both clubs are treating this development. The media frenzy surrounding the transfer continues unabated, with journalists, bloggers, and social media commentators speculating on contract specifics, unveiling possible sponsor reactions, and predicting the commercial windfall that might accompany such a high-profile acquisition. Even casual observers have joined the conversation, contributing to the chorus of opinions and imagined scenarios, creating an echo chamber of anticipation, skepticism, and celebration. This convergence of rumor, analysis, and fan engagement has elevated the transfer from a mere administrative event to a cultural phenomenon, generating discussions that extend beyond football and into the realms of identity, loyalty, and sporting mythology. As the footballing world braces for confirmation, whispers continue to abound regarding the finalization of the deal, potential unveiling ceremonies, and the strategic timing of public announcements. Rumours indicate that both clubs are managing the narrative carefully, aware that the optics of the situation are almost as critical as the sporting implications. Scouts and analysts are purportedly preparing dossiers on how Nisbet might interact with new teammates, while marketing teams are said to be planning campaigns that celebrate his arrival without alienating loyal fan segments. This delicate orchestration of communication, expectation, and spectacle exemplifies how transfers in modern football are not simply transactional, but performative, narrative-driven events that captivate audiences far beyond match day. In essence, Kevin Nisbet's move is rumored to be more than just a signing. It is positioned as a story, a saga that intertwines ambition, rivalry, and spectacle, ensuring that conversations will continue to reverberate across pubs, podcasts, and online platforms long before he steps onto the pitch in Rangers colours. The rumour mill, relentless and unyielding, continues to fuel speculation, keeping fans and pundits alike on tenterhooks, eagerly anticipating each new twist in a story that promises to dominate headlines for weeks, if not months to come. Kevin Nisbet's imminent arrival at Rangers is already sparking fevered discussions about tactical shifts, attacking philosophy, and the subtle nuances that could define the coming season. Rumours suggest that the coaching staff is meticulously evaluating formation, debating whether to pair him with existing forwards in a dual striker setup or to employ him as a lone spearhead supported by wingers cutting inside. Analysts whisper that his dynamism, pressing ability, and knack for exploiting defensive lapses could transform Rangers' attacking patterns, forcing opponents to reconsider defensive lines and marking strategies. Behind the scenes, senior players are reportedly holding informal meetings to anticipate chemistry challenges, discussing how best to welcome a new teammate whose ambitions and style might reshape the locker room's rhythm. Meanwhile, fan speculation is running rampant across online forums, podcasts, and social media, with supporters drafting imagined starting 11s, conjuring possible goal celebrations, and debating whether Nisbet will become a talismanic figure or simply a squad addition. Some insiders hint that the club has even considered subtle marketing campaigns to acclimatize supporters to the notion of a former Aberdeen favourite joining their ranks, a move that would require careful storytelling to minimize backlash. Amidst all this, the rumour mill insists that the real story lies not merely in the transfer itself, but in the seismic, cultural, and tactical ripple effects it promises to unleash across Scottish football. There are whispers suggesting that Kevin Nisbet's move could have wider repercussions than anyone initially imagined, influencing rivalries, transfer market strategies, and even managerial tactics throughout the league. Insiders speculate that Celtic and other top-tier clubs are already recalibrating their scouting priorities and adjusting tactical frameworks in anticipation of facing a reimagined Rangers side, one featuring a forward who combines relentless work rate with clinical finishing. In Aberdeen, the departure has reportedly sparked intense debates within boardrooms and training grounds as staff scrambled to identify replacements capable of filling a void that goes beyond statistics, touching leadership, attitude, and squad morale. Rumours from multiple channels indicate that coaching teams are considering promoting youth prospects while simultaneously exploring the possibility of last-minute acquisitions, creating a scenario ripe with tension and opportunity. Fans continue to fuel speculation, dissecting past performances, scrutinizing interviews, and theorizing about the possible interplay between Nisbet and Rangers' existing attacking talents. Meanwhile, pundits and journalists whisper about potential contractual nuances incentive clauses, and behind-the-scenes maneuverings that could influence not only Nisbet's commitment, but also how the media narratives are shaped in the coming months. The constant churn of analysis, gossip, and anticipation has transformed the transfer into an ongoing saga, captivating audiences far beyond the confines of football stadiums and formal press conferences. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans. Kevin Nisbet himself is said to be quietly immersed in preparations for what could be a career-defining chapter, balancing excitement, pressure, and strategic foresight. Rumors suggest that he has been working closely with personal coaches, dietitians, and tactical analysts to ensure that his transition to Rangers is seamless, anticipating both physical demands and psychological adjustments. Insiders hint at late-night video sessions, tactical drills, and simulated match scenarios designed to help him adapt to new teammates, new formations, and the expectations of a fervent supporter base that does not tolerate underperformance. The player's family and close associates are reportedly involved in discussions about lifestyle changes, media obligations, and public appearances, illustrating how modern football transitions extend far beyond the pitch. Meanwhile, Rangers staff is said to be meticulously managing his introduction to avoid friction with existing squad members, emphasizing cultural integration alongside tactical assimilation. Fan forums, podcasts, and social media platforms are alive with conjecture about how he will gel with the midfield supply line, whether he will develop understanding with wingers, and how his presence might alter match-day dynamics. As speculation swirls, one thing appears certain: Kevin Nisbet's move is being framed as both a footballing decision and a strategic narrative, and with every detail analyzed, discussed, and amplified by those eager to witness what could become a defining story of Scottish football. The psychological atmosphere surrounding the transfer is rumored to be as complex as the tactical considerations. Inside Rangers, whispers of excitement are tempered by caution, with staff reportedly mindful of a potential tension arising from heightened expectations and fan scrutiny. Rumors suggest that senior players are preparing to act as mentors, anticipating challenges of egos, adaptation, and the integration of a player who has been a star elsewhere. In Aberdeen, the psychological impact of losing a talismanic striker has reportedly prompted internal discussions on resilience, morale, and tactical adjustments as coaches seek to motivate remaining players while navigating fan frustration. Social media chatter continues to amplify emotions, with supporters theorizing about how the move could influence season-long rivalries, key matchups, and momentum swings. Analysts hint that the psychological interplay might affect more than individual performances, influencing team cohesion, match intensity, and even managerial decision-making under pressure. Meanwhile, media outlets, blogs, and fan-led podcasts propagate an almost cinematic narrative of departure and arrival, framing the transfer as a drama that blends sport, emotion, and spectacle, ensuring that both clubs remain central in the public conversation well before any matchday action. The constant swirl of anticipation and speculation has turned the move into more than a football story. It is now a cultural phenomenon in the Scottish sporting landscape. Greetings, fans. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments section below. Until the next video, stay tuned